Hello grade 12. So the next drawing is 4.3, page 4.3, and it is perspective drawings. So here they give us again three views, and they give us the paper plane, so the prentvlak, the horizontal line, ground line, and the SP. And you will see that the SP is now not on the ground line like the previous page, and that is fine. So the first step we do if we get a perspective drawing is to go and look what is the angle of the top view to know how I should get my vanishing point. So it's 60 degrees from here. So I'm going to take where this SP is, and then I'm just going to draw a line from the horizontal line and just bring it down to the paper plane and just bring it down to the horizontal line again, and also just label it. So this will be the left vanishing point, and the same for the right vanishing point. And label it right vanishing point. Okay, so I'm just going to erase this one. Okay, so now that we have that, I'm going to start with the base, and we can see that this will be the skew part, which is this part. If we look in this direction, this view is what we will be able to see. Okay, so there's no point that actually touched the ground line. Okay, so this is only construction. So they already drew the height lines to get those 2 points. Okay, so I can either just use this line. This is my height line. If I bring it down to the ground line, I'm just going to bring that line down to the ground line. Okay, so then if I take that, because this is now this is going to the left side, so left vanishing point, okay, because it's on the 60 degrees, so I can just take that to the left vanishing point. So it means that now with this line, I already have this line. I just need 2 points on that line. And to get those 2 points, I can just take those two to the standing point and bring it down to the line. Then I have those two. Okay, so take this point over here, take it to the standpoint, vat dit na die standpunt toe en hierheen ook, en bring dit net af tot op daai skynslyn. En dieselfde vir die ander ene. So now I already have those 2 points on this line. Okay. We can see that the thickness of this base, we can also just see here. So we can just go and draw it to the same height line, which is this one, and then take that one to the left vanishing point as well. So if we look at this view, we can see that is the block that we will be able to see now. So this block is now this block. So we can go and darken that part if we want. Okay, so we have that already, and then we can go and get the next one, which is this one over here, and that is going to the right vanishing point. Okay, so it means that I can use the same height line which was brought to this point. So it means I can just go and draw a line from these 2 points to the right side. Okay, so I have the plane, ek het die vlak waarop die punte moet wees, ek moet dit net afbring. So I'm gonna I just have to use these 2 points, take it to the standing point again. And then bring it down to those 2 lines which I just drew. And that will be where it ends, and this will be where that ends. Okay, so if I look in this direction, I will be able to see this. I have this block over now. At the moment, I have that one, and I have that one. Okay, to get this one, I have to just go and connect these 2. Now I have that one as well. And I can also just go and darken the other one. Like that. Okay. So the next part is there's a little step if we have to, if we look at the top view. So this step, okay. And the step also doesn't touch the paper plane, so it means that we also have to use height lines. So ons moet, omdat hy nie die prentvlak raak nie, moet ons hoogtelyne gebruik om sy punte te bepaal. So you can either use the 30 degrees like this, or you can just use the 60 degrees. I'm going to use the 60. Just draw a line 60 degrees till it touch the paper plane. Okay, I'm just working with one line now. Bring it down to the height where the step starts. So this is the step which we want to draw now. So just bring it down to this line. You can also just take the thickness of the step, that height. Take it to the same line so that we have that height. And now, because this is now I just want to show this is now going to the left vanishing point. So it's going left vanishing point. So it means that from here, I should take these 2 points to the left vanishing point. You will be able to see that we already have the side of the step, like that side, okay, which is this side. We just want to know where it stops. Okay, so you can either just take where this part, where that stops, take it to the right vanishing point. And where it touched the first line, you can just go straight up, and you can just make double sure just to take that corner at the top, bring it down to the standing point, and just make sure, and you'll be able to see, okay, it ends up at the same point. So you could have skipped that part and just bring it from here upwards, but just to make sure if you're on the right track, you can do that as well. Okay, so we have now this part. We have that part now. Okay, I want to know how far is the step going forward, and we can see that the steps the step is ending there. So we take that point to the standing point as well, and then I'm just gonna bring it down. So there is my side of the step. Okay. We can also you can either use again the height line by bringing it down again like we did before, or because we have this point now, we have the 2 points. We can just take it to the right vanishing point and take this one down. So I can just go and bring it to the right vanishing point. So then I have that die vlak, ek het daai plane, okay? And then I want to know where the step stops, so I'm going to use this corner over here, bring it to the standing point. Bring it down. And that is where the step stops. Okay, now I can just go and I can darken that part of the step. I can also take it to the left vanishing point, to the back, and just take this one as well to the right vanishing point. Okay. The thing is, we can see that the step isn't drawn till the end. Okay, so this is where this circle starts. So I want to know where this point is. I'm taking that to the standing point, bringing it down to this line to know this is where it stops. And I know that this should go to the left vanishing point. So what I can do is I'm taking a shortcut, and I'm just gonna put my ruler on this point and on the left vanishing point, and you can just extend the line to the back to know, okay, this is the line where it should be. Now I can just use this one, this point over here, take it to the standing point and bring it down, and then I get that mark as well. Okay, so now I know this is where that part is starting. Okay, and we can see that it goes straight up. So I've already drawn this part now. We have the step, so we can see that it goes straight up. So I still have to go and get that part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a height line again. So I'm just going to draw a height line from here, bring it down, okay, and then I'm just going to bring this point where the center is, I'm just going to bring it to the height line. So it's that point over there, and I'm just going to take it to the left side, the left vanishing point. Can you see that? Then I know where that line goes up, okay? And the same for this part. And that is where the circle will start. Okay, so I've just drawn this part over here, just this part, okay. So from here, it's going to the right vanishing point. And then it's going down. So the circle is going to start here. I also just want to get where the circle starts over here, that line, which we will have here at the bottom. So I'm also going to take that one 30 degrees. So I'm drawing a height line over here, bringing it down. And then I'm going to see that the circle of this part starts at this line. So I'm just going to extend this line till it reaches this line that I just drawn. And then I'm going to take it to the right vanishing point. So now this line is actually showing this line. I have this line now. So I want to know where on this line is this point, to know where it should stop. So I'm going to take this one to the standing point again. bringing it down to that line which I just drawn. So here is that part, and I can also just go and draw a line from here to there, and then I will be able to see that those two actually connects, and then I can also just go and draw this line. So that is the bottom part. It is that part which I just drawn. Okay, so the same goes for the center line. I already have the center over there, so I can just take that one to the right vanishing point. So now I know I have that line. So I can just draw that one straight up. Okay, and I'm going to use that as construction, so I'm going to leave it. And then there is a type of a half of a hexagon inside. Okay, so to get that, I'm just going to use, I can see here is my hidden detail. I'm going to use also the height line. So I'm going to draw this line, this one as well. Okay, and then I'm bringing it also just down. So the first one is going down to where the hexagon starts. So it's going down to there, and that will be on this line. So from there, I'm taking it to the left vanishing point. So where on that center line it starts, so it will be that point. So I have that one. Then the same for the one at the end, and that will be this one. So I'm taking it and I'm taking it down to the same center line. So it's on this line, and then I'm taking it to the left vanishing point. And then the same where that ends on the center line, that is that part of the hexagon. So I can just draw a darker line. So that is the bottom part of the hexagon. Okay, so for the next one, I want to know where the height is of the top part. So I'm just going to draw a construction line, and then I'm going to take these two. So these two is the top part. So I'm going to take the first one. I'm going to bring it down to that height, and then the second one as well. So I'm just going to bring it down, and then I'm also just going to take that back to the left vanishing point, and I can see it's on that line, and then this one as well. But okay, let's just do the one first. So I'm going to work with this one, bringing it down. That's the line. So I want this point on that line, so I'm taking that to the standing point, and then bringing it down to the line which we just drawn. Like that. So if I take it down to the standing point, it should also align with that. Okay, so for the next one, I brought it down. I'm going to take it to the left vanishing point. Okay, and then just also bring this one down to the standing point. And where it comes down to this line, that will be where that part will be. And if you worked correctly, you will be able to see that it is supposed to align if you take it to the right vanishing point. And then you can just go and connect that part. Okay, so that is the front part of the half of the hexagon which we drew. Okay, and we already have that part. So now it's just that circle at this side. We already have the step, so we have that part. We already have that skew part, that part over there. We already have that, and we have that. So it's also just the circle which we have to draw. So we can we can use this line to draw the circle by using our compass. I'm going to put it on the center, and then I'm just going to extend it to the end of the circle and draw a circle. Okay. Then I'm going to divide this half circle into 6 equal parts. Okay, so I already have these 2 lines, so it is already marked. Okay, so the next one is, let's start with the top one, and that is the middle one to get the top. Okay, so we can use the top one, draw a 60-degree line, our height line, bring it down to where the circle stop is, and that is over here. And that is where we are going to take it, because this was the 60 degrees, so it means that we have to take it to the 60 degrees vanishing point, and that is the left vanishing point. So we take it back. So we have the line which that point must be on. So what we have to do now is just go and take this one to the standing point and bring it down on that line which we just drew. Okay, so I'm just going to take this one down to that line. So it is that one. Okay, so that will be the top of the circle. What we can also do is, because the line at the back, this part of the circle is also on the same one. It's also on the same 60 degrees line. So just take that one to the back as well, to the standing point. And it will be on the same line over here. So bring that down to the same line. And then we have 2 marks on that part of the circle. So just remember, the circle is going to look like this. It's going to go over like this. Okay. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Okay. So what I'm going to do, the next one, next to the center, is I'm going to take this one, construct it down to know where it should end on that one at the back and on the front. And then take this down to the standing point. Okay, so let's also, before we do carry on, I also have to go and divide this part of the circle into 6 equal parts as well. Okay, so I'm working now with the 2 next to the top one. So I'm bringing this line, that is the height of that line. So I'm bringing that one which I just drawn and bringing to the center point. So if I just look correctly, it is that one over there. So I have to go and bring that one down. And I just drew this line. So where those 2, I'm just going to check. Okay, so also, sorry, we have to take this one, also draw a height line, bring it to the height of that line, sorry. So that is the height of the line, and taking that point to be able to get the line on which those 2 points will be. So it means that that is the line where the points must be on. So now I can just follow that point, and it must be on this line. So it will be then this one over here. Okay, so that is the point. And then I'm also going to do it with the one at the back. Bring that one to the standing point. Bring it down on the same line. So it will be over here. So that is the other two. Okay. So again, for the next one, we already did that one. Bring the next one, which is closer to the side of the circle. Just extend it to where it stops at the back as well. And also bring the line to the front with your 60 degrees. Bring it down from there. And then we're working now with this height. So I'm taking that, and where those two get together, so it means it is this point over here, take that to the left vanishing point. So I have the line on which the 2 points must be on, that is the line. Now I can go and just go and use this one. That is the line which I used. Take it to the standing point. And take the one at the back also to the standing point. And bring those 2 points down on that line which we just drew. Okay, so we can see there is the circle forming, and at the back as well. Okay, so the next one, let's start with drawing the next one, which is also on the line, on the line just next to the center. I got the top, sorry. Bring it down 60 degrees. Okay, and bring it to the one next to the center, so it's also this height, so it will be that one. And then take it to the, see, left vanishing point. So on that line, I have 2 more points. So you can either just go and again just take it to the standing point, or I already have that mark. So I'm going to take that one to the right vanishing point, and then I know that is where that one will be. Okay. And the same for the next one. You can also just take it to the right vanishing point. It saves you a lot of time. So I only need another one over here. So I just have to go and take this one down. And I still need that one as well. Okay. But I'm going to take this one down 60 degrees. Bring it to the next two, which is this height. And take it to the left vanishing point. So now where this line connects with that line, that is where that circle stops. Okay, so the last one was just to, I have that one which is in line with that one. I can just also take this one to the right vanishing point so that I can then get the line at the back. And that will be on the same line as that point, and that is that one. Okay, so now I have all the points. I can just go and take my flexi ruler and draw the circle. then just connect these two and that part. Okay, mine is not drawn very neatly, but it's okay. And then just the inside of the hexagon. Okay, so I know that it must end. So what I can do is, this is the line, the center line. This goes to that point, so I can just take that point to the right vanishing point. So I know that will be the end of the hexagon. This one is already drawn to the left vanishing point, so I can just draw it to that line and then just connect it like that. Okay, then also just the back like that, it needs to be drawn to the side. So I want to know where is the point where I should draw it to. So just take it from here. This is the top part of the hexagon. Take this one to the standing point. Draw it down, and then where these two align, so that will be the point where I should draw it to, and then I can just go and connect that part. So there is my perspective drawing, and we're finished.